What's up, guys? I just got off work. I brought my fishing gear with me because I have heard that there's some good fishing in the area that I'm in. My goal is to catch a fish on the fly rod. And I don't know if you subscribe to my channel. You probably don't, because not very many people do. But I have a fly rod from the 1970s that I found in my dad's garage when I was going through his stuff after he passed away. I have no idea where he got it from because he never fly fished either. But I am learning how to fly fish. I'm gonna bring the spinner rod with me though, because I tend to get frustrated with the fly rod pretty easily. So I'm gonna get changed real quick and then we're gonna hit the water. So I just finished up a motorcycle demo event at one of my KTM dealers, which is why I'm on the trip that I'm on. And the area that we're in is known for some really good trout fishing. So shout out to my uncle who lives somewhat in the area. He dropped me a pin and said, hey, if you got some extra time on your way home, here, park your truck here and start fishing up river. So it's a nice afternoon, the weather's cooling off. What do you guys think about some future videos taking this here KTM 890 Adventure R Rally to the fishing spot? Do a little bit of footage on the motorcycle getting to the spot, and then of course backpacking in or whatever we need to do fishing after that. You guys think that would be a good idea? Two of my biggest passions are riding motorcycles, mostly off-road, but adventure bike kind of counts for that too, and fishing. So I think it would be cool if I can combine both of those together. Get all my stuff packed up here. There's always so much more to fishing when you're trying to film it all, rather than just grabbing your gear and getting out on the water. Make sure we have all the right stuff. Got to make sure we have all the right camera gear. Of course, when you're taking two rods, fly rod and a spinning rod, got to make sure I have all the right stuff for that. So, what do we need? What do we not need? What do you think? My 1970s-ish South Bend fly rod. Not the best thing to learn with because it's so old, and it's only, I think, I don't know, 7 feet, something like that. Maybe it'll work good for this little creek though. I guess we'll find out. Tying on some fresh tippet, a little triple surgeon's knot going on here. That is one thing with fly fishing, man. All of the freaking knots that you gotta learn how to tie. I didn't go to Boy Scouts or anything, so having to learn how to tie double surgeon's knots and triple surgeon's knots and nail knots and arbor knots, and that's been one. Fishing with a fly rod is not easy, but I'll tell you what, memorizing how to do all these dang knots is not easy either. Should probably take some more time, go down to the water and kind of just study a little bit, see what kind of bugs I can see as far as picking out a fly and stuff goes, but I'm still too new to fly fishing. So I'm gonna tie something on. I don't even have any of the stuff to, like, you know, keep it a dry fly or anything like that. So we're just gonna wing it, see if we can literally get lucky. I know there's a lot more to fishing than getting lucky, but that is what I am gonna try to do. Look out, pine cone incoming. Did I mention a clinch knot earlier? Or an improved clinch knot? One other knot. I know how to tie that one from spinning stuff, but still, all the knots you gotta tie for fly fishing. So I don't know if this little dude is gonna work, but we'll give it a shot. It might be way too big. I went and peeked at the water here and we're looking at some pretty low water flows. So maybe that'll work, maybe it won't. If it doesn't, try something else, or we will just go to the spinning rod. All right, what should we put on the spinning rod? I'm thinking a tiny little Panther Martin spinner for now. Black on black? Maybe that's not even small enough. I don't know. I got smaller ones, but not a black one. Got plenty of options. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos on all the the pros and cons of Panther Martin spinning lures. Go check that out. Even got some that I hand painted myself in there, which does work, by the way. It is effective. I think we're just gonna tie on this black on black for now. All right, y'all, let's get to it. Sun's going down, late afternoon, perfect time to catch that evening fishing bite. Here's what we're dealing with here, water level wise. It is pretty low. There's a good little pool right here. Oh, I just saw a fish surface too. I was gonna say, probably not ever gonna catch anything right below where you parked the truck, but I did just see a fish surface, so that is a good sign. Try not to spook them by standing up above them, but it's kind of the only option for right here. Committing to the fly rod. We are gonna catch a fish on the fly. Oh, another one just surfaced. All right, don't be too critical of my fly casting abilities. I am a beginner when it comes to this. They're looking at it. It's probably too big or the wrong color. Say the wrong color, that's a spinner thing. Probably the wrong fly. Cast this way so I can try to dry it off. They were looking at it, but no takers. So probably wrong fly, too big, too small, I don't know. But we're gonna try this little spot right here, and then I'll probably come back and try this little pool again with a spinner before we move on upriver. Fish on. Forgot a net. Oh, beautiful rainbow. All right. Oh, look at this rainbow. Oh, keep you from smacking on the rock there, little dude. All right, so they want the black spinner. That was fast. First cast with the spinner. Okay. Not good that I forgot the net. Look at this little guy. All right, so get him back in the water. All right. Man, I really want to catch one on the fly though. We're gonna do it. I'll change flies. Maybe something smaller, black, kind of like what this spinner is. Maybe that's the trick. Another one. Oh yeah, fish on. Same exact spot. Another beautiful little rainbow. There's a perfect little pool coming up right here. Time to get the fly rod back out and make it happen. Look at this pool right there. But before we get to that pool, we gotta fish this one. Another fish. Same size as the other ones. Oh, he got up. Alright, so there's lots of fish in here. And they are hungry. Is this the spot where I catch my first ever trout on a fly rod? Try to find out. With how many trout we've already hooked and seen in these pools, there's no way that there's not a trout right here. So we got to switch up the tactic, get a different fly on here so that we can catch one of these things. Okay, switched out to a smaller fly and put an indicator on. I was having a hard time seeing that other fly that was way bigger than this one. So put an indicator on here so I can see if we get a bite. I bet you, if once again, switch over to the spinner, told you there's fish in here. That's a bigger one. Oh, he popped off. That's a bigger one than the other ones. But man, the spinner. Another hit. Maybe the problem is I'm fishing dry flies on top. Maybe I need to switch to a midge so that gets down underneath because that's where they're hitting the spinner. Ah, had another one. All right, time to move on to the next spot. This is my favorite type of fishing right here. Just these small little creeks like this. If you're looking for pools like that to cast into. But I tell you what, doing all this rock hopping is not ideal for a guy who just had back surgery 2 months ago. We're running out of daylight quick here, folks. I'm gonna have to hurry up. Ah, look at that pool right there. Biggest one we've seen yet. Let's see if we can lure one out from under this rock right up here. Without catching the tree like that. Dang it. So much for that. Not want to do that. Trying to keep my feet dry. Ooh, it's kind of deep right there too. Oh yeah, we weren't getting off of that. No way, Jose. Tell you one thing, my casting's getting much better. Okay, I don't even see any fish down here, but I bet you there's a bunch up there. It looks a lot deeper. So let's sneak up there. hard to see with the glare coming off the water. Dang it, just want to get up there a little further into that current. Maybe I'm just not a fly fisherman yet. Watch, I bet we catch one on the spinning rod again. Unless I've spooked them all already, which is also plenty possible. Well, I had one giving chase. I see him. Gonna have to bushwhack through the trees here, get out in the water. All right, fly rod. I think I'm giving up on you for the day. Retired. Some little ones right there chasing it. All right, let's get all the way up there. Fish! Oh, fish off. Man, they are everywhere in here. It's not with the fly rod. Whoa! Another fish. Oh, we had one. All right, guys. We're gonna fish right below that big rock right there where it's coming around that bend. And then we're getting out of here. This is crazy. Look at this. And it looked like this right when we started too. This water must be raging sometimes. Look at how deep down we are here. I'd be curious to see what this river looks like in the springtime. It's probably way up there. Dang it. Well, shoot. We did catch fish on the spinner, of course, not on the fly yet. Somebody help me. What am I doing wrong besides having a 1970s fly rod and the fact that I have no idea how to fly fish? Been watching a ton of YouTube videos. I will say that my fly casting has gotten way better. I did still get stuck on trees, but at least I can, actually cast the thing now. I couldn't do that a few weeks ago. So the mission continues to catch trout on the fly. Shout out to my uncle again. Thank you for dropping me a pin to this spot. We did not catch the monsters like this one that he caught in the springtime, but we'll have to come back, do some more fishing up here in these mountains. But for now, it's time to hit the 6 or 7 hour drive home. And we'll see you in the next video, but don't be afraid to leave me some comments of how to get better at my fly fishing technique. I could use it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.